Hello and welcome to yet another noobreview.com quick look. This week, myself and fellow editor for the site, Mr. Adam Radcliffe, are taking a look at, would you classify it as a Sega classic? I don't know if I would, but anyway, it's Sonic Adventure 2, which recently got released on XBLA, if I'm right.
It's been re-released a couple of times now. It is a classic, and that's it. I mean, people do love this game. It's a much-loved
I should say
Dreamcast title.
It's also out on PSN as well. So
it's also Sonic's first and probably best 3D game that he's made.
Well, it's not, because Sonic Adventure 1 was 3D, you idiot.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that, because the clue's in the title. It's Sonic Adventure 2 we're looking at.
Maybe if you'd reminded me beforehand. Oh, I guess I was supposed to figure that out one for myself.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Remember that this amazing level, by the way, the first.
Yeah, it's probably the best level in the.
Yeah, Sonic is on the run from the feds. Can you remember why?
No. But what I want to talk about a little bit before we get onto that is these games, Sonic Adventure 1 and 2, kind of, they're very divisive when it comes to Sonic fans, aren't they? Because some really enjoy them and others absolutely hate them. I quite enjoyed the first one. This one, not so much, mainly because with the first Sonic Adventure game, there was a few characters, but there was enough variety in there. Whereas Sonic 2, they added even more and more characters who weren't as good, in my opinion, as the ones in number 1. Although Big the Cat was really annoying.
That's well renowned throughout the entire gaming community. Is that Big the Cat is annoying?
Thankfully,
Shadow the Hedgehog is also one of the other characters. He's actually the bad guy.
There he is. That was basically scripted.
He inadvertently framed Sonic into stealing
Chaos Emeralds,
WNDs, and Chaos Emeralds from Gun, who are some national organisation who protect
and that's why he's on the run from the feds.
Yes,
because they
on
think
the run
he's
for the military. But it's Shadow's fault. The knob. He thinks he's the ultimate life form,
and he can control the Chaos Emeralds
just like this.
Yeah, just like that. Look at those amazing special effects.
They are amazing. Teleportation.
They were for its time, actually. In fairness. I really disliked Shadow the Hedgehog. I thought he was annoying. He's just rubbish, isn't he? Why can't they have sort of Robotnik again as the main villain?
People said that he was a little bit cliche.
He's just annoying, isn't he? He's just sort of pops up everywhere. Oh, look at me. I'm Shadow. Chaos Control. The end. Here we go. These are the kind of characters I was on about, because you don't just play as Sonic in the Sonic Adventure games. This is Tails. He plays in, what can be best described as a mech.
It's an airplane mech, which he invented. Because foxes with two tails are geniuses.
Now, correct me, I could be wrong here, and I probably am wrong, but didn't you just play as Tails, not in a machine, in the first one?
You did. You could fly about and follow Sonic around.
Yeah,
just like in some of the 2D Sonic games, I guess.
Yeah, so what? I don't. Again, Robotnik. Why do we want to play as Robotnik? He's the bad guy. He should be the bad guy. That's what I never got about it. Wasn't there different types of? They divided them up into different types of character, didn't they? You had fast ones, which was Sonic and Shadow. You had the more mech ones, which was obviously Tails and Robotnik.
You could play as Rogue the Bat. You could fly and climb up walls.
Yes.
And you could also play as the much loved Knuckles. Although I thought all of his stages were incredibly annoying because you had to fly around.
I hated
digging up emeralds.
Yeah, him and the Bat. Here we go. Speak of the devil. Him and the Bat had similar levels, didn't they? And I tell you what, the one thing I hated about theirs was the camera angles were awful. Camera controls, just like
But I mean, it introduced a lot of new things. It was they were going for variety.
Yeah,
and they also had the chows as well. Like you could raise your own chow garden.
Well, yeah, we'll be getting onto them a little bit later in the video. Yeah, they did go for a variety, and I think in a way it kind of went against them, because rather than being a really good 3D platforming game, because they tried to shoehorn in all these different aspects. Like, if I remember rightly, the Knuckles and Bat levels were more about exploration. Here's the Bat guy. They were more about exploration, weren't they? And finding things within the 3D level. And because the camera angles were still quite bad, because it was still an engine for a platforming game, it just didn't work. So it was kind of jack of all trades, sort of master of none, really. Which is, I mean, it's a shame.
It was still popular with the fans, and it kind of spurred on this entire new series of Sonic games, where they're all 3D and it's all open world and there's all the different things you could do. People really dislike that. They want Sonic to be 2D, and they wanted the gameplay to be really simple, fun. This is just a little bit tedious, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, one of the things they did implement, as we can see now, is the Chow Garden and the Chow Racing, which...
Mini games, lots of mini games.
Yeah, I mean, I quite enjoyed these. I got to admit, I really enjoyed the Chow Garden and the racing. I probably spent more time playing the mini games than the actual game, which kind of speaks volumes for the overall game, I guess. But if I remember rightly, on this one, you leveled your chows up and bred them, and you then entered them into races.
Yeah, and you could give them different appearances as well, depending on how you treat them as they're growing up and what you feed them,
and different chows combined to make other different ones. And
I'm feeling quite nostalgic now about the Chow Garden. This is better than Sonic ever was.
Bring a Chow game. Yeah, let's have Chow the Adventure. It'd be brilliant. You could have a Chow horse racing game.
Anything Chow Olympics.
Yeah, that'd be brilliant. Why do they waste their time bringing out more Sonic games? Oh wait,
he's only their mascot.
He's only their mascot, and his games would actually sell. Anyway, so we probably should wrap this up now. This has been Sonic Adventure 2. As you can see, they're quite happy. So
definitely Sonic Adventure.
They're glad to see Sonic Adventure 2 back on digital downloadable formats.
Thank you for playing. Presented by
Noob Review.